Have you ever wondered what people are really saying through their body language? That's the question we're going to explore today. Communication isn't just about the words we say. In fact, it's often about what we don't say. Non-verbal communication or body language plays a crucial role in how we interpret and respond to the world around us. Imagine you're at a social gathering. You notice a friend across the room, their arms crossed, a frown etched on their face. Even without uttering a single word, you can sense their discomfort. That's the power of non-verbal communication. It's the silent orchestra that conducts our social interactions, sometimes whispering, other times screaming, but always telling a story. Some studies suggest that up to 93% of communication is non-verbal. That's staggering, isn't it? That means that the majority of what we're expressing and understanding in our interactions isn't coming from our words, but from our body language, our facial expressions, our gestures, our postures. This doesn't mean that words are unimportant. Rather, it highlights that our bodies are constantly speaking volumes, even when our lips are sealed. And these non-verbal cues can often reveal more truth than our words, as they are less likely to be controlled or manipulated. Non-verbal communication isn't universal, though. It's as diverse as the world we live in. A gesture that's considered friendly in one culture might be seen as offensive in another. Understanding these cultural nuances is a key part of mastering the art of body language. So, why should we care about non-verbal communication? Because it's a vital part of human interaction. It helps us gauge people's reactions, understand their feelings, and respond appropriately. It's a tool that, when wielded correctly, can enhance our interpersonal relationships and lead to more effective communication. As we delve deeper into the world of non-verbal communication, we'll learn to decode these silent messages. We'll understand how to read and interpret different body language cues, providing us with a richer understanding of our social interactions. Understanding body language allows us to decode unspoken messages, enhancing our communication skills. And that's the power of non-verbal communication. Stay tuned as we continue to explore this fascinating topic. Our faces are the most expressive parts of our bodies, capable of displaying a wide range of emotions. Now, isn't that a fascinating fact? It's as if each one of us wears a silent yet eloquent billboard, broadcasting our feelings to the world. Let's dive deeper into this world of facial expressions, shall we? Picture a face lit up in pure joy, eyes sparkling, corners of the mouth upturned, cheeks lifted. This is the face of happiness, a universal expression understood across cultures. But what about when those eyes narrow, the brows furrow, and the lips press together? Yes, you've guessed it. That's the face of anger. It's striking, isn't it, how dramatically different these two expressions are? Next, let's consider the face of fear. Eyes wide open, eyebrows raised, mouth slightly agape. It's as if every feature is stretching to take in more information, signaling a heightened state of alertness. Now contrast this with the face of surprise. It's quite similar, isn't it? But here's the key difference. Surprise is often fleeting, replaced quickly by another emotion once the unexpected becomes understood. We can't forget about disgust and sadness, two more emotions that have distinct facial markers. Disgust is often characterized by a wrinkled nose, narrowed eyes, and a raised upper lip. It's the face we make when we encounter something unpleasant. Sadness, on the other hand, is more subdued. It often involves drooping eyelids, a downturned mouth, and sometimes tears. So why does all of this matter? Well, understanding these facial expressions can unlock a new level of interaction and empathy. It allows us to read between the lines, to sense what someone might be feeling even if they aren't saying it outright. It's like learning a new language, but instead of words, we're interpreting the subtle shifts of the human face. Facial expressions can provide valuable insights into a person's feelings, often revealing emotions they may be trying to hide. So, the next time you're in a conversation, remember to look beyond the words. The face might just be telling a story of its own. Our gestures and postures can speak volumes about our attitudes and intentions. Just as our words carry meaning, so too do our physical actions, often revealing insights that our spoken language might miss. Let's dive into the world of gestures. Picture this: someone with crossed arms. It's a common sight, isn't it? But what does it mean? Crossed arms can be a sign of defensiveness or discomfort, a subtle way of saying, I'm not open to what's happening around me. But remember, context is key. If it's a chilly day, those crossed arms might just be a way to keep warm. Next, consider eye rubbing. It's often seen when someone is tired, sure, but it can also be a sign of disbelief or doubt, as if trying to wipe away an unpleasant reality. Similarly, fidgeting, whether it's tapping a foot or twirling a pen, can indicate nervousness or impatience, a physical manifestation of inner turmoil or anticipation. Now let's turn our attention to postures. The way we carry ourselves can say a lot about our confidence and openness. A person standing tall with their shoulders back radiates self-assurance, while slouching or hunched shoulders might suggest a lack of confidence or a feeling of being burdened. Similarly, an open posture with uncrossed arms and legs can signal that a person is receptive and approachable. Conversely, a closed posture with crossed arms or legs can suggest that a person is closed off or defensive. It's important to remember that these are general interpretations. Everyone is unique and may have different reasons for their gestures and postures. However, by being aware of these common signals, we can start to decode the unspoken language of the body. The world of non-verbal communication is complex and fascinating. It's like a dance where every move has a meaning. And just like a dance, it takes practice and awareness to understand. But with time and patience, we can learn to read these subtle cues and navigate social situations more effectively. Being aware of these non-verbal cues can help us understand others better and communicate more effectively. So the next time you're in a conversation, try not just listening with your ears, but also with your eyes. You might be surprised at what you discover. How close or far we stand from someone can also convey a message. This simple yet profound statement bridges us to the fascinating world of proxemics, the study of personal space. It's a silent language that we all speak, often without realizing it. Imagine you're at a social gathering. Someone you've just met leans in too close while talking. You instinctively step back, creating a buffer zone. That's proxemics at play. There are 4 primary zones of personal space, each carrying its own significance. First, the intimate zone, extending up to 1.5 feet from our body. It's reserved for our closest relationships. Think family, close friends, or romantic partners. Invading this zone without consent can cause discomfort, or even come across as aggressive. Next, we have the personal zone, spanning from 1.5 to 4 feet away. This is the space for casual social interactions, where we feel comfortable conversing with friends or acquaintances. Beyond that, stretching from 4 to 12 feet, lies the social zone. Ideal for formal interactions or group discussions, this zone allows us to engage without intruding on personal comfort. Lastly, there's the public zone, anything beyond 12 feet. It's the realm of public speaking, where we address larger groups or audiences. Understanding these zones and their implications can greatly enhance our communication skills. When someone steps back as you approach, it's not necessarily a rebuff. They might simply be adjusting their personal space to a comfortable level. Similarly, by respecting others' personal spaces, we can foster a sense of ease and trust. It's crucial to remember that these zones are not rigid boundaries, but flexible, adjusting according to cultural norms, personal preferences, and situational contexts. So the next time you're in conversation, pay attention to not just what is being said, but also where it's being said from. Remember, proximity can speak volumes about comfort levels, intentions, and relationships. Respecting personal space is crucial for maintaining comfortable and positive interactions. So let's start practicing proxemics consciously and see how it transforms our communication. Now that we've learned about body language, how do we apply this knowledge in real life? Indeed, gathering knowledge is merely the first step. The true test lies in its application. So let's delve into the practical aspects of body language, shall we? Imagine you're at a social gathering. You're conversing with someone, and you notice their arms are crossed, their body angled away from you. They're displaying closed body language. This could indicate discomfort or disinterest. So, what do? You adjust, switch topics perhaps, or engage them with a question. Remember, body language is a dialogue, not a monologue. But let's not forget, subtlety is key. Observing body language shouldn't resemble an intense staring contest. It's about being perceptive, not intrusive. Make it a point to take in the whole picture, not just isolated gestures. Context matters. A crossed arm could simply mean they're cold, not necessarily closed off. Now let's consider another scenario. You're in a business meeting and you notice your client leaning in, nodding, maintaining eye contact. These are signs of engagement and interest. This might be your cue to dive deeper into your proposal or to solidify your pitch. Body language can be a powerful tool in understanding your audience and tailoring your approach accordingly. In the realm of personal relationships, body language can help you understand your loved ones better. Noticing a friend's hunched shoulders or a partner's lack of eye contact can signal that something's amiss, prompting you to offer support or open a conversation. Body language is a symphony of silent signals, a dance of non-verbal cues. It's about understanding, empathy, and connection. So practice it, observe it, respond to it. And remember, it's not about manipulation, but about fostering authentic, meaningful interactions. With these skills, you're now equipped to decode the unspoken language of the body, enhancing your communication and understanding of others. If you found our guide to body language insightful and useful, don't forget to hit that like button. Your feedback is invaluable to us. It helps us create more content that you love. And if you're not already part of our community, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and join the Seduction Station family. We've got a treasure trove of content lined up, all designed to help you understand and navigate the complex world of human interaction. You'll also be the first to know when we upload new videos if you hit that notification bell. And remember, the key to mastering body language is practice. So get out there, observe, understand, and connect. Until next time, keep decoding those silent signals.